All right, guys. So we got some crazy news in the Resident Evil gaming space. All right. Just a few weeks out from Resident Evil 9, we have some new news about the next potential set of remakes. So it's already been not necessarily confirmed, but the closest thing to it that we are going to get a Code Veronica remake. Take everything I'm saying here with a grain of salt, as nothing is technically confirmed by Capcom. But there are some reputable sources in the form of leakers, like, let me try to remember this guy's name. Aesthetic Gamer, also known as Dust Golem. There's a couple, third-party sites that, also should be taken with a grain of salt when reading to them, that are talking about the fact that we are getting, here's the kicker, Resident Evil 5. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to have been either a Resident Evil 0 or Resident Evil 1 remake. So it was, yes, it was Resident Evil Code Veronica and Resident Evil 0. But there's new information coming out. As you can see here, there's Code Veronica was scheduled next. It most likely coming out sometime in 2027. Trying to find which one. So there's a tweet from some leakers. Code Veronica is being remade in deep development, target of releases first half of 2027, which would kind of be on brand and on par considering the fact that we're getting Resident Evil Requiem. That being said, there is new news of Resident Evil 5 remake being in development. So there was some recent leaks and stories coming out from some gamer sites saying that there was an accidental leak coming from the ESRB Entertainment Software Ratings Board leaking the rating of Resident Evil 5 remake potentially. So saying here that although the original game is available for Xbox Series X and S via backward compatibility, there is no native version of the game for that system. So essentially, there is a unique rating for a game that doesn't exist yet. And some other things included here saying that there is some hints of microtransactions and DLC, adding further evidence that there could be a potential remake for RE5, because the previous DLC for the OG RE5 was already baked into the base game for the newer gen versions of it, which honestly this is all really cool, but I also like I said I would consider holding hesitation on some of this information if it's not coming from a reputable source. Not to do screen rant or game rant, but all these game sites aren't really the most trustworthy, and kind of go off of he said, she said, basically off of what everyone else is saying, kind of following the game of telephone and messenger. Like, there was a post from Dust Golem actually around a month ago stating that there's gonna be a remake in the form of Code Veronica. All the mixture of info between these tweets as well as the ESRB ratings leakings could hint at something more for a future RE5 remake. Granted, there's still a lot of time between now and the next major announcement, so this is more like a pre but this is more like a pre announcement to finding out what's going on. But yeah, I just thought this was some cool information that could be cool to report on and just announce to you guys before anything else happens. I found out about this through my stream, when someone came in and told me that there was some kind of new leak about the rating of a potential RE5 remake. So the timing of the transfer, yeah. So Code Veronica 2027, Resident Evil 2028, and then the remake for RE5 could be slotted in sometime after that, or somewhere in between, which I highly doubt that, because there's no way if we get a new remake for every year from now until I'm sorry, a new Resident Evil game from now until 2020, I guess 9. That'd be insane. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but that'd be genuinely insane. Also, this far out too, for an ESRB game that is, while in development still, it's still far away from release. Kind of hard to believe, but still interesting to put on our tinfoil hat and theorize nonetheless. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to come here and share my thoughts on that. If you guys find out anything, or if there's any news I don't know about that you guys want to share with me, please let me know. Share in the comments. Tell me what you would like to see more of. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay beautiful, and get out of here.